Here I am. Here I am. AWO, they're in order. Yeah, you just saw me do a live stream a few hours ago. But yes, let's go on with this. So, Batman. The Batman. Coming out March 2020, starting Robert Pattinson as the Batman, Jeffrey Wright as Commissioner Gordon, Paul Dano as the Riddler, Colin Farrell as Penguin, Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, John Turturro as Carmine Falcone, and so on and so on. Now, last year's DC Fandom, we did get the Batman trailer, the first Batman trailer DC Fandom, whatever was filmed up to that date. Now, obviously, over the year, because of the pandemic, they had to delay the filming. Then they went back to filming, but they had to delay the filming again because of positive tests on the set. Robert Pattinson catching the virus himself, but they're finally done filming, right? So now that since DC Fandom 2021 is coming up in 9 days, the 16th of October, we're gonna finally see the second trailer of the Batman. It's about time. Now, when I went to see Venom, I saw the Batman, the first trailer, on the big screen. Now, yes, it's the same trailer as the one we got from last year. Yes, it's completely the same trailer. But to me, seeing it on the big screen, it felt like it didn't feel like it was the actual trailer from DC Fandom, even though it was. It felt so much better and bigger on the big screen. It just felt, I don't know, it just felt like just wanted to get me more into the movie, and then more into the movie, more excited for the movie. Yeah. It's the same trailer, but whatever. Now we're gonna get the second trailer at DC Fandom, on the 16th of October, the Batman, and obviously the DC Fandom is not just about Batman. It's all about DC projects, movies, TV shows, video games, whatever. Like we're gonna probably get a Black Adam first trailer, maybe a Flash. And I'm looking those two I'm looking forward to the most are the Black Adam, because I love The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, from his days of wrestling and his days as an actor. He's one of my favorite people. But I'm really looking forward to the Batman trailer, the second Batman trailer, because that movie comes out in March, 5 months from now. And it's probably might be the biggest Warner Brothers movie for the DC. Yes, it's not part of the DCU or the Snyderverse, whatever verse you want to refer it to. It's his own verse. I call it the Matt Reeves verse, because there's spin-offs based on the movie. We're going to have DCPD, we have a spin-off, and a couple of weeks ago they announced Penguin to have his own spin-off with Colin Farrell. Well, Colin Farrell not signed on yet, but it wouldn't be, I expect it to be Colin Farrell. But yes, I think we're all looking for this trailer. I think this is this is probably Black Adam. It's probably on my list, the top two trailers I'm looking, the top two, not just trailers, but top two things I'm looking forward to on DC Fandom. But yes, let's get into some Marvel news. And here's Black Adam. I like this picture. The Rock, the official teaser. It might be a teaser, not a trailer. The movie, I'm not sure, I think comes out May or June, so it might just be a teaser. Or I hope it's one trailer, but you know what? If it's a teaser, and I'm hoping this teaser for the Black Adam, I'm hoping to see The Rock in the Black Adam suit. Now let's get into some Marvel news. So, WandaVision, right? If you saw WandaVision, you knew who the enemy was, the villain of the show was. Wanda's enemy, I guess, arch nemesis in the series. And that turned out to be Agatha Harkness, played by Kathryn Hahn, the noisy neighbor, or whatever. Remember, she's always in these scenes as a noisy neighbor. It turns out she's been manipulating a lot of events in the WandaVision, bringing Pietro or Ralph Boner, the kids stuff. A lot of things going on. And she's manipulating. Now, this is an article from Variety, so I'm going to share it with you guys from Variety. Okay. Okay, so this is an article on Variety. So I'm gonna read it very quick for you guys from Variety. A WandaVision spin-off starring Kathryn Hahn. Kathryn Hahn is Agatha Harkness. Is in development at Disney Plus from Marvel Studios. Variety has learned exclusively from sources. So, Variety has learned that Kathryn Hahn will be reprising a role as Agatha Harkness in a Disney Plus series, a spin-off of WandaVision. So, Agatha Harkness will be born in the MCU. We'll be seeing her more in the MCU. I expected this. I think, based on the ending of WandaVision, I expected Agatha Harkness will have more of a role in the MCU. Okay, so let's continue with the article. Hahn will reprise the role of Agatha Harkness in the series, which is described by sources as a dark comedy, though exact plot details remain under wraps. So it's just been announced, the plot details have been under wraps, but it's going to be a dark comedy. Of course, with Kathryn Hahn, a lot of their movies have been comedy-based. WandaVision head writer Jack Schaffer would serve as the writer and executive producer on the project. So, the head writer from WandaVision would be the producer and writer, executive producer. Should the spin-off go forward, if it should go forward, has to go forward, has to be greenlit. It would be the first project Schaffer has set up with Marvel since she signed an overall deal with them in 20 television. So, she just signed with them, and she's going to be the one, as I said, head writer and executive producer for the project. She was a writer. She was a head writer for WandaVision. As with all project development, Marvel Studios is staying mum on this one. Reps for Schaffer and Hahn did not immediately respond to various requests for comment. Of course, because they want to wait for official announcement, right? Of course, they would not announce it. Okay. So, there's some other stuff here not related to the MCU, but it's more related to her. She's gonna be in a limited series, on a Showtime show centered icon comedian Joan Rivers. But that's not relatable to MCU, and also she's gonna be in Knives Out too. But so Variety is so it looks like Kathryn Hahn will be back in MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, on Disney Plus with her own show. She might be back in the movies, and they might put her in movies at some point. Of course, Disney and MCU, they have not, or Kathryn Hahn reps have not responded because they won't respond to this. It's typical of studios and agencies to not respond to this. It doesn't mean it's not true, or it could mean it's true or not true. What I think, since Disney is planning to have their their event in December on TV, TV, YouTube, whatever, like they did last year, announcing the projects of Star Wars and MCU going forward. I think it's a possibility that they're going to announce this during that event. I think it's in December. It could be November, but I think it's December. I don't think it's going to be in November at the Comic-Con. There is a Comic-Con, but I don't think it's going to be during that. I think it's going to be at their streaming event in December. I think it's December, but they'll announce the future of the MCU and the future of Star Wars and what direction they're going with. And this is possibly one of the projects that, and let me get rid of this, one of the projects they announced. I don't know. I don't have sources. I'm not somebody who has inside sources. I don't, make up stuff. Oh, maybe I do. I don't know, but I don't know. It's just what I think might happen. But yeah, so the new Batman trailer comes out at DC Fandome. Trailer 2. The movie comes out in 5 months, March. So Kathryn Hahn is coming back as Agatha Harkness in a future Disney spin-off project on Disney Plus, dark comedy. That's in the plans. Also, Resident Evil movie trailer came out. I'll do a video on that later, and I'm gonna be on Mad Max's video later. It's based on Resident Evil, and he's gonna talk about this too. I know because I saw in the description. Agatha Harkness, Kathryn Hahn stuff from the MCU. And yeah, so thanks for listening, guys. Here's my Twitter. Find me here. Here, that's what I think of you guys.
Too sweet. Sweet. Too sweet.
before I just plug some, before I tell you what to do, remember DC Fandom is October 16th, 10 a.m. Pacific. So when the event starts, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay? Yeah. Alright, so yeah. So with that, you guys are too sweet. Like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Are you interested? What do you think of these news items? Thank you guys. AWO, the Aaron Warren.